Hello, I'm Lim95 and we'll be showing you how to make a simple maze game in Scratch. So the first step is obviously opening up Scratch. If you have it on your browser, go to scratch.mit.edu. I have it on my desktop, so I'm going over to the Scratch desktop app, which looks like this. I just put Scratch 3.0 because I have multiple versions. The first thing that you're going to want to do is to rename it to whatever you want. I'm just going to call it Maze Tutorial. And the second thing, delete the Scratch cat. You're gonna get to choose a sprite, or if you want to make your own, you can. I'm choosing this sprite. It's top down. You want to set the size to 50 so you can squeeze it through tight gaps. And then we go into costumes, and we use the eraser tool to remove his whiskers so that they don't bump up against anything. And we also remove his tail so that doesn't bump up against anything. And then rename this guy Player. And then you're going to want to create a blank sprite and name it Maze. Before you draw anything on here, you're going to want to do this with the X and Y, or events when this is clicked, motion, go to 0, 0. So after that, you're going to want to design your maze using the paint editor. So I will get back to you after I've done that, but quick tip, you want to, wow, that's very precise. You're going to want to create it with no fill and preferably using the line tool, also known as this one. And just a tip, you can hold shift to create completely straight lines. And we're back. So we're going to place the cat here, or wherever you want your cat to start. And you go, when this is clicked, go to here, here. Then you want to do a forever loop. If this, sensing, so you want to have this, if key up arrow pressed, point in direction 0, because that's upwards. Move, hang on. Move however many steps you want him to move. I'm saying 3. But right now he can just walk through the maze. So we want to do control, if, sensing, touching, maze, motion, move, -3 steps. So he can't walk through the maze now. And then we're going to want to duplicate this for each of the keys. So down arrow, pointed in direction 180. So now we can move like this, but we also need to be able to move horizontally. Oh no, I'm stuck. Oh no. Oh no. Size. You know what, let's set the size to 35. That way he can't get stuck like that. And then, if right arrow and left arrow pressed. That's another right arrow. And then, boop. And boop. So now we've got a fully functioning control system. But this maze is a bit boring. It needs some purpose. So we're going to create a new sprite. No, we're not going to create it. We're going to choose a sprite. And let's go back into animals. Are there any top-down dog sprites? That doesn't really work. Nor does that. We'll just use Dot. Dot will also be 35% size, and we'll start here. Events, and this is clicked. Motion, go to here. So now the cat will be able to move but not walk through walls, and we've got Dot here. Woof. Oh, does this have any sounds? Oops. Yes. Yes, it does. So events, when I receive message 1, sound, play sound meow 2, and control stop all. So this will be the message that sends when Dot catches the cat. So now we need to add the code for him or her. So forever motion variables. So we're gonna rename the my variable to dot turn. Let's delete that and name it dot direction and make it for this sprite only, because nothing else needs dot direction. So forever set dot direction to random from 1 to 4. This will make sense in a second. Control if then else. Operators equals. Let me go back into variables. If dot direction equals 1, motion point in direction 0. And then we duplicate this block. And if it's 2, then dot will point in 90. And we duplicate this one last time. If it's 3, then he'll go 180. And if it's 4, then they'll go minus 90 or 270. Either way works. And we're gonna convert this into an if block, because there's no other possibility unless someone hacks the game, which, yeah, I guess that's what Scratch is all about. So now that looks pretty weird. So we're gonna need a wait 1 second block at the bottom. So it'll only change direction every second. And then we're actually gonna want the motion set rotation style left, right. So now, even if we have it move 10 steps, even if it's going down, it'll still point left or right, which looks much better. So, move 10 steps or control if, since, and then we just want to do this. When this is clicked, control forever if sensing. Then we want to go into operators, not touching not mouse pointer. We need to click on this and change it to maze. If not touching maze, move 3 steps. And control if touching maze, move minus 3 steps. So there, now I've got the bounce physics in place. And now all that's left to do, let's put dot in a more convenient location. So now dot will start out at minus 200, 135, X and Y. So dot will start out there. So now we just need to program in the collision for dot. So events, when this is clicked, control, wait until sensing, touching, not mouse pointer, but player. And actually, let's rename him enemy. When this is clicked, control events, broadcast message 1. So that's what we want. Does dot have any sounds? Yes. So when I receive message 1, sound, play sound, bark. So now, it hasn't started the script yet. That sounded absolutely terrible. Let's remove that. So yeah, now I've got this. Thank you for watching. I will be making a follow-up video very soon on how to make a more advanced maze game with like checkpoints and keys and all that stuff. But this has been me, Lim95. If I'm kind of droning on now, but please like and subscribe. If you liked the video, share it. Blah blah blah. Join my Discord. I'll have the link in the description. It's a fun place there. bye now. Have a nice day.